I'm going to be streaming for the next 27 hours. So I am kind of slowly working out. My 24-hour marathon doesn't actually start for another couple hours, so I'm kind of doing a little bit of things in between to get geared up for that, including setting up my giveaways and all that kind of stuff. So I might be slightly AFK. That being the case, if you guys are in chat, actually, let me send you a message.
I actually intend to win one of the bracelets. How do I do it?
So I'll send out, when I'm giving out a giveaway, I'll explain that all during chat.
Yeah.
So right now Noo77. Right now, there's only one observer in the game. There has been a lot of feature requests to have two people, so that so you could have two shoutcasters, for instance, in general. Plus, it will make it a lot easier because one person could be coaching the monster while the other person coaches the hunters, and there's a variety of different other good reasons for it as well. I have a long laundry list of things that I would like to see. Also, if at any time there's any technical issues, please let me know. The last time I did a long session of this was when Alien Isolation came out, and I did it for 17.5 hours straight, but that was my first actual live streaming event, so I'm sure that my commentary's gotten a bit better. I'm sure my ums were a lot worse, as sad as that is to say. But if there's anything out that you notice out of the ordinary, please let me know. Apparently my chat in my Steam group are betting against me about how long I'm going to stay awake. Yes, Task. A lot of people... I hate to say this, but a lot of people really undervalue all the hunters. Like, a lot of hunters aren't used because everyone's like, oh, everyone needs to play Kyra, Hank, Hyde, Maggie right now. That's pretty much like 80 to 90% of all the teams. But the reason why is because in an asymmetrical game like this, like even in Netrunner LCG, we see a lot of metas develop where a certain playstyle emerges and everyone thinks that that's the only way to play. But the problem is that because everyone's playing that, they're not giving these other guys chances, and people didn't even learn how to play with people properly before the meta was even established, so even more people went towards what the perceived, best meta is. I still feel that there are team compositions out there, specifically that include Val and Laz and Slim, that will work, but people just kind of have a very different mindset when it comes to this kind of a game. So I'm really glad that Brandon is showing what some teams are capable of. I'm halfway tempted to actually get a group of people called the Meta Smashers and just come up with wonky teams that nobody in their right mind would ever choose and show how they could actually win and dominate. But the problem with that is that takes a little bit more time away from the community that I would like, so I'm not too sure, but it is something I am, toying with in the very, very, very back dredges of my mind. Payday 2 went a lot of fun, Dead. I really enjoy that game. It's nice to go back every now and then. There's just like new random stuff that I see. Ooh, Conjugates is actually on the monster. Normally he plays Assault, so this is going to be interesting. I don't think I've seen too much of his monster play. So I really like the area that he's gone in. He looks like he startled birds, so they'll have an easy direction. But they have Maggie, so it shouldn't be a problem anyway. But I do like this top area. There's usually a lot of mammoth birds. There's a lot of crates, a lot of striders. I think there's like a few. Usually this tunnel has a bunch of obsidian grubs and reavers. Yeah, there's usually like 3 or 4 food. Nice little area. But yeah, I just really like this top section. It's one of my favorite areas to starting off. And look, there's another mammoth bird over here. 2 of them. Very good. Okay, so it looks like Torch is going to be seeing the monster very, very, very shortly. Probably going to get a face full. Oh, I don't know. I do like that he threw the grenade before he went up there because it will trigger the monster's health bar if he is up there. So let's see. So we know that he's got Fissure. I haven't seen any other skills besides Fissure yet. And I don't think that was a 3-point Fissure, so it looks like he might have another skill. But I'm not sure which one. I don't know if it's Rock Wall or Tongue Grab. But it is interesting that he is... Okay, so it is Rock Wall. So it looks like he's just playing the defensive game and just trying not to really engage. Oh, nice. I like that Torch comes over and fights. Oh, he's got 1 point and 3 skills. Interesting. I'm not a big fan of this. I feel that Behemoth needs at least 1 2-point skill. In fact, there's very few monsters that I don't like at least 2 points into 1 skill at the beginning, just because that extra 39% damage really does make a difference. So it looks like he's just playing the keep away game. Either that or he's missing his rock wall, so he's not able to go ahead and get somebody isolated from the rest of his team. Right now, the team's doing really good. I don't see very... Oh, there's all the traps. I like that they're kind of grouped up, but at the same time, 1 knock is all it takes to get away. So his armor's about to go down, but then again, so is the dome wall. So I should see a rock wall being thrown up. Nope, it looks like he's just going to go ahead and roll away. So this area that he's going to is another decent area. It's out in the open, which makes it a bit easier for birds to find you. So I'm hoping that his traversal is out, because I'm not a big fan of behemoths that throw rock wall behind themselves and then traversal again, because every time you stop traversing and go back into the ball, it takes up an extra chunk of traversal that could have been spent using for distance. So throwing that rock wall behind you isn't really going to slow down the hunters. It doesn't really do much, and it slows down, it puts one of your skills on cooldown in case you need it, and it also wastes your traversal a lot more. So I'm not the biggest fan of that, but he is going to be getting to stage 2 pretty soon, looking like, ooh, and it looks like somebody is being caught by a Mega Mouth. That is very unfortunate. Ooh, the assault too. That's rough, because he's going to be way behind once the team starts going. So this is going to be a pretty easy evolve. It's going to be interesting. If the support and trapper dome him right now, that'll be very, very bad. So I would like to see that they kind of step back. And I think that they're going to be a little too eager, because right now, if the monster turned on them, that could have been... Oh, this is actually going to be very, very scary, because the assault and medic are way far behind, that I feel that this could be a very, very easy down on these guys. But it looks like Hank is going to be the man. Pulls down Hank, and it looks like he's going to try and burst down Hank. Oh, but it looks like the medic and assault get just in time. That was actually kind of scary. But because the assault and medic weren't here right off the bat, they couldn't have been super aggressive, which means about half of this dome was a little bit wasted. I would have liked to have seen them kind of just keep on the outside and just prevent him from eating food, and if the monster turns on you, then dome him. Ooh, and it looks like he might be getting two strikes. Nope, it looks like they're perfect. Fantastic healing by Ant, but it looks like Ant might be going down right now. That is a great spot for an orbital. Fantastic spot. I usually see Hanks using orbitals in bad locations, but that was a very, very good orbital. So right now, they have only a quarter of health left for the monster, but they are very low and they have no more medic. So that rock wall was too close to Behemoth, so it looks like that he is just going to roll out and take... Okay, and here comes a lava bomb. And it looks like that the medic is down. Ooh, and Torch might be going down, and Torch goes down as well. Morpheus needs to be careful not to stay on fire for too long. And that was... This is a very hard call, because without your assault, you don't necessarily want to chase, but at the same time, the monster was so low on health. So they got 2 strikes. One on the assault and one on the medic. The assault one isn't as bad just because he does have a personal shield, but the one death for the medic means that they can't really engage. But that health damage that they permanently did to him was really, really good. And again, that was one of those things that if the dome was up for a slightly bit longer, even though the medic was down, they would have been able to probably finish the fight just because they had that extra time to do so. So this area that he's in right now, I'm not a big fan of it. There's very little food in it. I like dragging hunters through it because there's a lot of toxic hounds. There's a lot of hostile wildlife in general. But as a food source, it's very bad. But as a doming spot and a let's slow down the hunter spot, it's actually pretty good. So right now, it looks like the Behemoth doesn't realize that the hunters are still there. He might be looking for an engage, but I don't know if I agree with that. Interestingly enough, if they knew that the monster was coming towards them, I would actually have Maggie, kill herself, take the strike so she's at full health when an engagement happens, but the medic is getting a lot closer now, so that's not an issue. But if the monster, for instance, got like half or 3/4 of his armor and then went to engage since they have no medic, and I don't know if he's going this way because he thinks that the hunters are back here or if he just wants the food back here. But if he was going to engage, I'm not sure how I feel about this. So he's got 15 seconds. So they basically just need to stay alive for their medic to come down in 15 seconds. Ooh, and that fissure might get him down. Nope. Very good. So 5 seconds. There goes the lava bomb. And it looks like that they're just playing defensive. Oh, I like that Torch is being aggressive. I feel like Torch could be a bit more aggressive. And I like that X-Star and Morpheus are well out of harm's way. Great job. Good position for Harpoons. And I do like that the Assault is kind of actually keeping his distance. Ooh, Morpheus might go down here. Yeah, it looks like Morpheus will go down. Ooh, nice jetpacking. Great roaching by Morpheus. If we can get the medic to land and shoot healing grenades as... Oh, and an unfortunate tongue grab miss. Oh, and that fissure miss. Unfortunate for the monster. Now the heroes are able to hunt heroes. Hunters, I meant, not heroes, because I think the monsters are the heroes. And it looks like that the monster is going to get away. So that was an interesting situation. I'm not sure. I feel like he probably should have engaged earlier if he wanted to go ahead and get strikes on the hunters, or just go and evolve. Because right now the hunters could be a little bit more aggressive and stay on him, and find out where he is once he gets to that evolution. Hey Benjamin, welcome to the channel. So it looks like he's getting a little bit of food. He might be creating a nest here. And what I mean by that is getting a lot of food in one spot and then evolving. But it looks like Torch is right on him. And oh, once again, that area so freaking hostile for for hunters. Oh, Morpheus got tongue grabbed. Ooh, I dislike people throwing a dome when the monster has full armor and the trapper is at half. I feel that puts people into very, very bad positions, and it's not a good situation to be in, because right now Morpheus could get down, and then they have no dome for when he starts to evolve. So good shielding by Hank, but it looks like very, very good. So it looks like that the support got a little damage there, decided to cloak and hide, but it looks like the Behemoth sees him. I like how the Behemoth, and the fire's going to probably, fantastic AoE heal by Ant. Just barely saved the support. Did a very, very good job. Assault doing a tremendous job of doing pressure. Right now, I'd love to see them all just start burning him down. Everyone just pants down, throw down their DPS. I would like to see the laser cutter and just everyone going full out at this opportune moment, because any strike is worth the possibility of ending the game. So I feel that they might be able to go ahead and close it out. Unless this goes down like... Oh, wow, this just happens to go around. And he gets all that health sliver, so low. A little bit of fire. Oh, and it looks like Behemoth ends up dying. Really, really close game. Good job. I feel that Conjugates either should have engaged those hunters after the medic was down, after getting half to 3/4 of an armor, or GG. Or going back and staging up safely and getting to stage 3. However, being stage 3 isn't always a good thing. Good game. Quick question. What was your thought process when you were going after the hunters? Were you trying to engage them before you evolved to stage 3, thinking you would get them before the medic? Or did you just happen to come across them in that area?
No, I was actually looking for them, and I was trying to get more strikes. I was not looking for a win, because I know that the trapper was practically had no health, and I knew that the support was also damaged. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It was a hard call, because I don't know if it was better to take the safe evolve and then possibly get punished just because, you know, Behemoth isn't the greatest for relays, just kind of like Wraith. Thank you. Wait, hold on one second. My son's giving me some groceries. Thank you.
Aiden, look.
Does mommy have your treats? Sorry about that. But yeah, really hard call. But I don't know. It's one of those things. I don't think there was any right way to do it. Both of them would have led to totally different games. But they did a really good job of hiding away from you, so you wouldn't be able to go ahead and down them anytime soon. So, but really good job. Like, the game was actually pretty close. There was one orbital that was extremely well done right when the medic went down, and that's exactly the kind of Hank orbitals that I really like. Is when you're punishing a monster hard out or you're defending yourself with it. So really good job on the Hank orbitals and the shields in general. Just the medic and support did a really good job keeping the right amount of people up alive. I did like the assault was continuing to put pressure. It was unfortunate that Mega Mouth got you, because that first dome, I feel like you probably lost 15 to 20 seconds on that dome, because it was just a support and trapper all by themselves while you guys got caught up right after he evolved. So I would have probably waited just a couple of seconds, basically keep pinging him off food, and if he does engage you, then throw the dome, and if he doesn't, you're chasing him, you know, while your other two catch up. But otherwise, really good job. I do like that Conjugate, you were using a really good positioning for your food. Your food sources were really good on that map. I like the position places that you went to.
Yeah, and also that orbital that got almost all of my health. And I don't know if it was lag or something, but the only thing I saw was my health bar dropping. I didn't actually see any explosions.
Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, it was yeah, that was just a really good spot for it, unfortunately. Orbitals hurt Behemoth so much just because of how big and fat he is.
Yeah.
Good job. Let's go ahead and let's go for another. And also, is there anything specific you want me looking for? Do you want me to mostly focus on 1 or 2 hunters, the hunters only, the monster only? Like, because I know that this is your team and you're trying to practice, so I'm trying to do a little bit more fine tuning for you guys instead of just kind of overall broad things.
No, we don't have
do you actually want to switch to hunters now? Because that
right
way,
now.
actually, like with MaddCowQQ just said, we can get coaching, both of us. Because like tomorrow we're subbing for a team at the ESL.
Oh, nice. Which team are you going to be on? Or do you not want me to broadcast it?
Oh, it's fine. El Perros Grande.
Oh, nice. Well, good luck. I kind of miss playing in the ESL from time to time.
I miss you playing in the ESL too, to be honest.
Oh, well, maybe one day. That being the case, let's go ahead. Let's start up for the next game then.